Students and good citizens, I think that is one of the most important things in school, really. We try to learn the children to behave as a good citizen, learn them to talk to each other, learn them to solve problems in a good way, that may be talk and find out what is the real problem, and to see that whether they are students with very good skills according to, for instance, reading and math, they can also be good citizens if they are not having those very good skills, because they're all good at something. And I think that we in a community need people who are very clever, for instance, doctors and that kind of education. But we also need other educations where you don't need to be very good at math and science. So we all need to be there to have a good community. And I think that we have to teach the children that they are all, how do you say it, they are all needed in a community. You have to tell them how they have to work and that they need to work. You also have to tell them that if you don't listen and take care to your friends and your neighbors and your community, you will not be able to live side to side with people, really. You have to understand each other, you have to give space, you have to give and to take, really. That's what's important. And I think you do that also in school, so in that way you also grow up to these things. Of course, they are also told about how democracy works. That means you have to vote, and that you can have an influence in what is decided, really. And that is both in community and in school. You also have that as a coordinator. That means you can try to tell about your opinion and what you think, and try to make your influence on those who take the decisions. That means in school you can try to tell your teachers, we would like to work with this or that, and we will listen to them. But of course we also have to work according to the goals that is told from the political state appointment. But we still can listen to what they tell, and if they want to work in a special way, we can also do that sometimes. But of course, as a teacher, we have to make the final decision. Yeah, I think that the Danish people is a part of democracy, because we are having a democracy in Denmark, really. That means you can vote for the politicians who is going to govern, and you do that by democracy, really. And nobody tells you what you have to vote, for instance. So you're free to vote for those parties you would like to. So that's very important about democracy. And they are having, also in school, they are brought up to this, because they're also having subjects like social studies or something like that, where they also learn about these things.
School, what I say about the school? Yeah, we have rights, or have we not really? We can say what we think about the teacher, but yeah, what can we do? We shall make the program. The teachers.
The teachers make the program.
Yeah, and then we.
But it can't be changed if we.
We are against.
We are not able to do it.
So we learn about democracy in the television or home. We don't actually. Maybe in 8th grade we learned something about. We call it samfundsfag on Danish. That's
Most the news and television.
Yes, I think when you, I don't know how it is in all countries, but if you look in Scandinavia, in this part of Europe, and probably also in some of the countries in Europe, it's very much equal about the democracy, and we have had democracy in this country for so many years, so it goes back in generation, and I think we in some ways are more free here and open-minded, not compared to Sweden and Norway, it's the same, but if you take other, I don't know about your home country, but if you take other countries in Europe, it's probably more strict in some areas. Yes, I think so actually, and also the students, they have, when I talk with my students, I ask them if they want something to be changed. I let them, they have to feel that this is democracy and they can say what they want. If they don't like it, they can tell me. If they don't like my teaching or like the way I do things, they can tell me and say, well, Lynette, I would like to do so and so, and that's okay with me because I learn too. And I mean, people are different and the children are different too. And I think it's very important that they, from small classes, know that they can always come to you as a teacher and let me know if it doesn't work. So that's the kind of democracy I would like in my classroom. And I would like to give them this kind of democracy when they go out, when they grow up and they have to leave school and go to the university. I think actually you will see that in most of the Danish schools. I'm not sure, but I think so.
It is in Danish schools. It's a kind of can I say? It's very normal that the pupils they take part in democracy, and therefore also what you call a good citizen. They learn about what it means to make an opinion of things and also to make actions on those opinions. That's what you often find in the education in Denmark. So in that way, they are all developed in that direction, in my opinion. Yes, they can. Of course, the teachers in the school and the government have the responsibility and make the plans, but it is wanted in Denmark that we ask the pupils' parents, that what their opinion is on some aspects. Because, as I said, we are responsible, but democracy in school, in society, is also democracy in school and in education. And it is our opinion in Denmark, if you draw the students into that process of having something to say, of deciding to, in some way, they will be better students, they will learn better, they will make better results on their projects. Yes, they are. Yes, in the democracy in classroom. Well, I think so, because each class has a kind of lesson called, what is it called? The lesson of the class. It means you can discuss everything there. If there are problems in the class or problems in school, then you have this discussion, this democratic discussion, where you try to find out what is the problem, how can we solve that problem, and so on. So that is one of the best ways to do it. And whenever there is a problem in class which is serious, well, then the teachers, they will seriously take part in that.